Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today our lecture is about mole. Last time we discussed about the stoichiometry, its definition, chemical equation, how to balance a chemical equation, and the four descriptive methods for the chemical equation. Today the lecture is mole. What is a mole? What is its definition? What are some examples? And give the different formulas to calculate the moles. First of all, we have discussed in the early classes in the SSC level, mole is the basic unit of a substance, basic quantity of a substance to measure a substance. We discussed that a mole is a unit, mole is a quantity that contains 6.022 10 power 23 molecules, particles, atoms, ions, etc. And if we define it properly, we can say that atomic mass, formula mass or molecular mass of a substance expressed in gram is called a mole. Initially we discussed that atomic masses of the elements are measured in atomic mass unit. But here we use the word gram instead of AMU or atomic mass unit, because to calculate the number of moles we have to calculate, we have to count, we have to take the masses of the substances in grams. Definition, thus atomic mass formula mass or molecular mass of a substance expressed in grams, of a substance expressed, taken, weight in grams, gram is the unit of mass, is called a mole. Means mass of any substance in grams is called mole. And if we have atomic mass, formula mass or molecular mass calculation, we can take from the atomic mass, formula mass or molecular mass and then take it in unit of gram. The mass of a substance taken in grams is called a mole. Next we have some example. We have three different kinds of substances. First of all we have the elements, then we have the ionic compound, and the third we have the covalent compounds or molecular compounds. Substances can be divided into two main categories. First of all elements, second compounds, and these compounds are further classified into two main classes. The first one are called ionic compounds, which have ionic bond in them, and the second one have covalent or molecular compounds. These are the substances, these are the compounds which have covalent bond in them. Ionic compounds are the substances or compounds which have the ionic bond. These can be ionized. The word indicates that these compounds can be ionized in the proper solvent. But the covalent or the molecular compounds, these have the covalent bond and these cannot be ionized in the proper solvent. Next, we have discussed in the definition atomic mass. The word atomic mass is used for the elements, formula mass used for the ionic compounds, and the molecular mass used for the covalent or molecular compound. There are three different kinds of substances and we have used three different terms: atomic mass for elements, formula mass for ionic compounds, and molecular mass for covalent or molecular compound. First one we have to take the example for the elements. First element we have hydrogen, symbol H. It has atomic mass 1.008 AMU, but we have to calculate this atomic mass in gram, not in AMU. So we will calculate 1.008 gram. Another example we have for the elements carbon. Carbon has the symbol C. Carbon has 12 AMU atomic mass, but we have to calculate this atomic mass in gram. So we will take 12 gram of carbon, and this 12 gram of carbon will be equal to 1 mole of carbon. Next, another element is nitrogen. 14 is its atomic mass. If we calculate 14 AMU, this will be atomic mass of nitrogen, but not 1 mole of nitrogen. For 1 mole of nitrogen, we have to take 14 gram. Means we have to take the same value, but the unit will be different. AMU will be converted to gram. Next, oxygen has a O element, atomic mass 1600 will be equal to 16 gram. Another, calcium 40 gram will be 40 gram. Means I can describe that 1.008 gram 1 mole of hydrogen, 12 gram 1 mole of carbon, 14 gram 1 mole of nitrogen, 16 gram 1 mole of oxygen, and 40 gram 1 mole of calcium. I can write that 1.008 gram 1 mole of hydrogen, 1 mole of hydrogen is equal to 1 mole of carbon, 1 mole of nitrogen, 1 mole of oxygen, and here 1 mole of calcium. All the elements have the different atomic masses, so they will have the different masses for their moles. Next, we have to calculate the ionic compound or take some example for the ionic compound. Ionic compounds are those substances, those compounds which have ionic bond in them. An ionic bond is a bond in which one atom loses one or more electrons completely, and the other atom accepts or takes those electrons completely. Here the donor atom contains +1, +2 or +3 charge, and the acceptor atom contains -1, -2 or -3 depending upon the number of electrons given or taken by the atom. These have the charges. So the most familiar example of ionic compound you have discussed in your classes is NaCl, sodium chloride. In this compound, sodium atom contains +1 charge, and chlorine atom or the chloride ion contains -1 charge. And we have to calculate the ionic mass of this ionic compound, means formula mass. We have to calculate in such a way that mass number of first element multiplied by number of atoms plus mass number of the second element multiplied by number of atoms. Mass number of sodium is 23, number of atoms are 1. Mass number of chlorine is 35.5 and number of atoms are 1. We have to calculate in such a way that multiplying mass number of first element multiplied by number of atoms plus mass number of the second element, and by multiplication it with the number of atoms, we can calculate in such a way that 23 into 1 plus 35.5 into 1, this will be equal to 23 and this will be equal to 35.5. Now we will add these two values and this will become equal to 58.5 AMU. 55.5 AMU is the formula mass of NaCl, but we have to calculate the mole, so we have to take it in grams, not in AMU. 58.5 gram of NaCl is equal to 1 mole of NaCl. 58.5 gram of NaCl is equal to 1 mole of NaCl. And many more examples are there: sodium carbonate, calcium carbonate, etc. Next we discuss calcium carbonate, CaCO3. It is also called as the marble. Here there are three elements: calcium, carbon and oxygen. The first two elements, calcium and carbon, have only one atom each, and the third element, oxygen, has 3 atoms. We have to repeat the same method. Mass number of calcium is 40, mass number of carbon 12, mass number of oxygen 16. We have to multiply these atomic masses with the respective number of atoms, and then adding these we can calculate the mass of this compound. calcium 1, carbon 1, oxygen 3. Now multiply it. 40 into 1 plus 12 into 1 plus 16 into 3. 40 into 1, 40 plus 12 into 1, 12 plus 16 into 3, 48. And if we add these three values, we will have the result equal to 100. 100 gram. 100 gram of calcium carbonate is 1 mole of calcium carbonate. And the third type of compounds, we have covalent or molecular compounds. So covalent or molecular compounds are those substances which have the covalent bond in them. A covalent bond is a bond which is formed by the mutual sharing of one or more electrons between the two atoms. Here we can take the very simple example from the organic chemistry. Organic chemistry means CH4, C6, H12, O6, C12, H22, O11, etc. These three molecules very familiar to the students. CH4 means methane. Here there are only two elements, carbon and hydrogen. Carbon has one atom while the hydrogen has four atoms. We have to multiply the mass number of carbon with its number of atom 1 plus mass number of hydrogen 1 with its number of atom 4. We will add 12 plus 4 will be equal to 16. 16 AMU is the molecular mass or molar mass of methane, but we have to calculate in gram. If we take it in gram, this will become molar mass, mole of methane. Next we have to calculate the C6H12O6. This is the formula of glucose. Glucose has 6 carbon atoms, 12 hydrogen atoms and 6 oxygen atoms. There are the very simple atomic masses of these three elements. Carbon has 12, hydrogen has 1, while the oxygen has 16. Now multiply these masses with their number of atoms. 12 into 6, 72, plus 1 into 12, 12, plus 16 into 6, 96. By adding these three values, we can calculate that its sum becomes equal to 180 gram. 180 gram of glucose will be called as 1 mole of the glucose. 180 gram. Next we have C12, H22, O11. Sucrose means sugar. Calculate. There are the same elements but number of atoms are different from glucose to sucrose. We have to repeat the same method. 12 into 12, 1 into 22 plus 16 into 11. Multiply 12 into 12, 144 plus 22 plus 176 will be equal to 342 gram. 342 gram of sucrose will become equal to 1 mole of sucrose. You have to calculate much more example from your course book, from your textbook and from the other books you can check. For your best practice, check many examples and calculate the molar masses. This was the calculation up to the molar mass definition. Now we have to calculate the three formulas. There are three formulas to calculate a mole. Our next topic is how to calculate number of moles of a given substance from the different quantities, either from number of atoms, number of mass number, given mass in gram, or from the volume. There are three different formulas used for this purpose. The first one is number of moles N is equal to mass in gram over molar mass. The unit of molar mass is gram per mole. The second formula is number of moles. N is equal to number of particles, either atoms, ions or molecules, divided by Avogadro's number. And the third formula we can use for especially for gases, number of molecules is equal to volume in decimeter cube, volume in decimeter cube divided by molar volume. For example, we have 200 gram of sugar, mass of sugar 200 gram. We have to calculate its number of moles. We will use the first formula because there is mass in gram. We have to calculate the number of moles from the given first formula. Number of moles is equal to mass in gram 200 gram over molar mass of sucrose. We have calculated it 342 gram. 342 gram per mole. The answer will be x. This x, gram cancel, will be equal to x mole. If we have to calculate the number of moles for any number of particles, for example, we have the number of particles of sucrose in the given question are sample 3.011 10 to the power 23 molecules. We have to calculate the number of moles. We can use the second formula, number of moles from the given number of particles means molecules. We can use the second formula, number of molecules where number of moles will be equal to number of particles, number of molecules given 3.011 10 to the power 23 molecules divided by 6.022 10 to the power 23 particles per mole, molecules per mole. Molecules cancel, 10 to the power 23, 10 to the power 23 cancel, 3.011 divided by 2, 1 by 2 is equal to 0.5 mole. 0.5 moles means if we have 3.011 10 to the power 23 molecules of any substance, that will be equal to half mole. Next, the third formula is used for the gases. If we have volume in decimeter cube 11.212 decimeter cube of any gas, either it is hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, ammonia, chlorine, fluorine, etc. We have to calculate the number of moles for this gas. We have to use the third one formula, number of molecules is equal to volume in decimeter cube divided by molar volume. Volume in decimeter cube given 11.212 decimeter cube divided by 22.414 decimeter cube per mole. We have discussed this molar volume in the last class. Decimeter cube cancel, 11.212 1 by 2 will be equal to 0.5 mole. It means any gas which has its volume equal to 11.212 decimeter cube, that will have 0.5 moles. This was our 2-day lecture. You have to practice it many times.